Very good.
Fire, how are you? What happened to your leg?
My leg was first broken during 2005.
The crowd came on you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The crowd.
So 2005 to 2012 is about 7 years now. So when did you go to the hospital in Liberia?
Yes, but they didn't just make it good.
Did you go to any country country doctor to work on your leg?
Yes,
And what happened?
nothing.
It didn't help you. But for myself, my leg was. I got shot in Liberia, and my leg. I was handicapped for 13 years. So, wow, come closer. So, Dr. Zomo.
Yes.
This device here, you're a physician. What do you think about this device? Do you think it's going to work again?
It is going to work because the Ilzaro technique uses the outer bone plates, fix them in place, forces the bone to grow and fill those gaps. And gradually with this machine, you move about 7 millimeters per day. That then follows the contours of the osteophyte formation. And miraculously, that keeps the whole osteoclast and osteoblast in proportion, and that helps the whole process. And he will show what he just do his exercises.
So what type of device is this?
This is Ilizarov device by a Russian orthopedic surgeon who trained in Kazakhstan. And when he got through, because he's a minority, they couldn't allow him to go to faculty in Moscow. They told him to go to Kazakhstan, a town of 500,000 people. He was there, like most people, he'll be bored, but he said, I'm going to do something differently. And he found this technique and used the osteophyte formation, and that really was fantastic. In 1990, he went to Italy, and they didn't believe him at all that this was a technique that would work. But there were 3 sports figures who had misfortune having severe fractures. He treated them to get very well, and thereafter everybody believed him. And this is a technique. It's labor intensive, but it's very, very helpful. Especially for his kid, he has 99% chance of recovering all his functions.
Excellent. So, my brother, what's your name?
I'm Amos Fala.
Amos who?
Amos Fala.
Amos Fala.
Yeah.
Achokene?
Kesomeka.
Oh, good. So, Falo.
Yeah.
Please tell me, is this your son? Your nephew, cousin? What's your relationship to him?
He is not my son. I'm helping him.
Okay.
John, after his leg was broken, to be frank, I didn't know John. But I got to know John through one lady, a missionary, they called her Marsha. She went to Liberia on these schooling programs. So she went in the village where John and the grandparents were living. So she came across John in one of the schools. And seeing John's condition, she decided to help John and brought John down to Monrovia. So she asked one lady to take care of John. But this lady was not doing well. Looks like Marsha was having some difficulties with this lady.
Yeah.
So she needed my help. She called me in and asked me if I could help to take care of John. So I accepted, and John moved to live with me since February last year. And Marsha told me that John and one of his closer relatives supposed to travel the States for his surgery. You need to work on their documents. So she sent some money from here, because after that she left. When she turned John over to me, she left and came back to the States. So she sent some money. I started processing their documents, he and his aunt. But unfortunately, his aunt failed the interview at the embassy. So the embassy called me and asked me if I could bring John, if nobody else is is able to bring him over to the state for his surgery, and I accepted. So this is why I'm here.
That's very kind of you. That's very, very kind of you. So, my brother, what is your name, sir?
My name is Johnson Gay.
Johnson Gay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Gay. Sir, how did you come to know this family?
Well, I work at an orthopedic hospital that specializes in doing these kind of surgery, and I do I'm the radiology technologist. I do
great.
orders, do the X-rays when the surgery is going on, and my boss, who is called Dr. John Herzenberg, he's the director of the Sinai Orthopedic Surgery Specialty Hospital. So they call him Maryland General Hospital because he's the only person that is like
Specializes in.
he specializes in that. He teaches too. So Dr. Pollard called him to take part in the surgery to perform these things we put on, and then we do like 20 of them every day for people from all over the country, including Africa and Europe. So he told me there's a boy coming from Liberia. He called me in the office, there's a boy coming from Liberia named John, like he himself named John too. But he has a special, terrible fracture and break that we need to, they called me to take part in the surgery. So I said, okay, tell him I'd like to see him. So he said, okay, I'll get your information. I'll get in your information. So instead of giving the information, they did the surgery on the holiday after he came and picked me up, and we both went to the hospital where John was. I met John, and ever since he and Amos, I've been kind of interacting with them. So I brought in, talked to Dr. Zumo about it. And Dr. Zumo said, oh, bring them. So I brought Thanksgiving Day where Dr. Zumo was supposed to be at Dr. Zumo's house, but he went to dinner they went to dinner with Dr. Pollard, and so we didn't get to. So ever since the surgery, we've been finding ways to see how we can get him to stay. I am personally willing to do everything that I can to help him to stay, because with the condition that he was in, coming here and going back, it's not going to be good.
So what happened? His visa expired?
Visa will not expire. Not yet until June. But we want to see whether we can get somebody to adopt, for adoption, or change the status so that he go to school.
Oh, so you want him to stay here?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So
The father is dead and the mother is blind. Nobody is.
so let me ask. So if you were to, so you specifically you're looking for someone to adopt him.
Yes.
Because his father is dead.
His father
and
is
his
dead,
mother
his mother is 100% blind.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So
So
he needs
sending
a,
him back to Africa will be like a death warrant. Can you imagine what other people having the same situation? You go put him back here is.
Right.
And the sergeant, my boss, has agreed that anything he can do, he said, and I quote, he said, we can't help everybody, but once you put your hand on somebody, it's an obligation to help them. So anything they can do to help, they will. And it's a process, but in the U.S. people are busy and these things.
So he has from now to June. So you're gonna be here until you'll be in Maryland until June.
Yes.
You'll be in Maryland until June. After June, he needs a place to go. Somebody to have him.
Or even if we can get them somewhere before that.
Okay.
But we want to start the process right now.
Okay.
So we're looking for, the experts and the people that are, if you know anybody who's in the business or who, like I got, my board secretary gave me the names of adoption agencies and to contact them in the Maryland area. So the prospect is good. My friend Dr. Zuma is willing and really advising to and help to help me any way we can, because helping one child is
Yes.
probably go a long way for others.
Okay, thank you.